Now, as we find our seat to begin practice, just close the eyes or turn your gaze low. Allow your focus to shift from the other needs of the day into this time for you, for the connection of ease in mind and body. Allow every breath to breathe in health and wellness. And as we start with that as our inhale, easier to find space and ease on the exhale. Super simple, mindful breathing. I like to count on my hand, whether it's touching thumb to finger or just an open palm, and think on every inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every exhale, the same count, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue the breath like that, inhaling for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Certainly we move faster at times, differently through this practice where that breath count gets a little bit different. But as much as we can, we'll come back to the long, steady inhale and exhale throughout our time on the yoga mat. And drop your chin down to the chest here and simply rock right ear over towards the right shoulder. And then chin back down to the chest, left ear to left shoulder. Back and forth a few times. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Helping to release and relax out any tension, stress that might have built up throughout this day. And then keep the right ear over towards the right shoulder. I do most of this on a weekly basis in class. Walk the opposite hand out to the side, so fingertips on the floor. And then take the right hand on top of the left ear for that little bit of a reach out. And then bring both hands back to the thighs. Switch to the second side, left ear to left shoulder. We walk the right fingertips out and use the left hand on top of the right ear, side of the face, for a little more extension and tug out to the side. No pressure down here. We're looking for a good healthy stretch and release along the neck. Again, both hands come back to the thighs and chin down to the chest. The eyes can open or stay closed here, and we'll just start to sort of move back and forth in a cat and cow shape in the spine. Pull the chest forward and then kind of dip the tailbone. Tuck the tailbone as you round the back. No wrong way to do this, just finding a little motion back and forth. And then lean all the way over and walk the arms out. Few deep exhale breaths out through the mouth there. As always, is a nice little stretch across the underarms and into the sides of the torso and the outer hips. And then change to child's pose. So we'll flip around, same sort of upper body, but now knees apart, heels together. Let the arms be out in front and really relax and release here. Continue to soften through the breath, letting go more than doing here. And then do create more strength in the upper body through walking the hands out and over towards the right side. It's a little more active child's pose now as you reach out to the left hand, try to pull back on the left hip. And we'll walk the hands across the middle on over to the second side. Reach out to the right hand and pull back on the right hip. Okay, take the hands back to the middle, come up to all fours. And we'll do that cat-cow movement of the spine again here from all fours. So the inhale takes the chest forward and through, eyes and tailbone up. Exhale, press down through the hands and knees, around the back, drop the head. This month in all of my classes, there's a little bit of strength and tone built into the practice via repetition of movement. So you'll see how that feels as we move along today. All this good opening time just to warm up the body though. Okay, and then we find neutral spine and lift the right leg up and back. As you lift the right leg up, flex the toes, point the toes down to the floor, and take the left arm out. And then the repetition is knee to chest, and then extend back out. So we pull elbow and knee in, kind of round the back, and extend out. We're doing this 5 times on each side, so pull in and extend. Do 2 more, pull in and extend. 1 more, pull in and extend. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Second side, set it up, left leg up and back, flex the foot, point the toes down, and extend the right arm out in front. First, find the balance, the engagement, squeezing the glute, tone in the abdomen, and then we move with it. Pull in and extend 5 times here. Elbow to knee and extend 3 more times. Pull in, extend, pull in, extend. 1 more here, pull in and extend. Lower the arm, lower the leg. Tuck the toes, do downward facing dog. So we're in the inverted V shape. Pedal out your feet a little bit here. And then look in between the hands and step the right foot up in between the hands for your low lunge. Keep stepping until we find the full stride. Knee over ankle, fingertips in line with the toes. Pull the back heel forward over your toes and firm the muscles in the left thigh. From that low lunge shape, then take the right hand up to the sky for our twisted lunge. Lower the right hand back down, step it all the way back to down dog. And then give it all a go on the second side, so left foot forward in between the hands. Again, step it all the way through into your low, long lunge. And then add the twist, left arm up to the sky. From here, lower the left hand down and step back again to downward facing dog. Okay, so we're gonna repeat that motion, but quicker now. Step the right foot through to your lunge, lift the right arm up to the twist, set the right hand down and step back, down dog. Step the left foot through to lunge, lift for the twist. So it's just about as fast as you can go here. Find your own pace. Take your full stride. So good form in the practice, but also trying to create just a little heat in the body with quicker movement. Again, 5 times on each side. I'll let you keep your own count at your pace. I'll let you know where I am too on things. So this is my 4th time on the right foot forward. Try to complete the full range of motion, not allowing the speed to get in the way of that. Big, long step through as much as we can each time. Sometimes the repetition of that is what allows us to get the momentum for the full lunge. And once you've completed 5 on each side, walk your hands backwards to the feet. Ragdoll pose at the end of the mat. Hang the upper body over the legs. Keep a bend in the knees. Hold on to your elbows. Sway a little bit from side to side, giving a bit of a heft in the upper body. And go back to that long inhale, long exhale. Think 4 counts on every inhale, 4 counts on every exhale. And slowly here, roll it on up to standing. Roll the shoulders up and back a couple of times. And forward and down a couple of times. Okay, so this repetition is name of the game. We're going to kind of overdo it for class today. We'll do it a little less as the month progresses. But here's the next one. Arms up into the air. Pick the right knee up towards the chest. And then I want you to step as long as you can into a high lunge. Hands go down to the mat, step back to down dog, and walk the hands to the feet. Stand up, reach the arms to the sky, and then it's the second leg's turn. Left knee up into the chest, find some balance and control, and then a big giant step forward. Lower the hands down, step back to down dog. And we do it all over again. This time it's just 3 times on each side. So that was the first time through. Stand up, arms to the sky. Big step forward. You can keep the leg down rather than lifting the knee. Right as you get into the high lunge, hands down, down dog. walk it back. Again, kind of finding a rhythm and pace that works for you. Keep your focus towards the front of the mat so the body knows where it's going. And just a little quick amount of time in each position. Last third time through here, big step forward on the right side. Downward facing dog. Walk it back. Allowing the body and mind to connect by doing the same motions over and over here today. Step the left foot forward. Lower the hands, down dog. And walk it back. This time, hands to the waist, point your elbows up to the sky, push down into the feet and come all the way up. Stand up. Once you stand up, walk to the front end of the yoga mat. We're going to put a bit of this together here for the sun salutation. Palms together, center of the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands can go to the thighs to get a little more space and length through the spine. And step back to plank, top of our push-up. Here in plank, let's all go down to the knees and do 5 push-ups. Push-ups in your range of motion, whether it's a little bend or a lot of bend in the elbow. Try to keep toned in the abdomen, belly moving towards the spine. After 5, push back to child's pose. Change to downward facing dog. And then the right foot steps through to the lunge and right hand up to the sky for the twist that we've already done. Lower the right hand down. Step back to down dog. Do it on the second side. Left foot steps through. Left arm up to the sky in the twist. Lower the left hand, step it back. Walk your hands now backwards to the feet. Stand all the way up. And take that giant step forward, right foot into your high lunge. This is different now. Step the left foot forward to where your right is. And step the right foot back, high lunge on the second side. Step the back foot forward again into chair pose. And then stand all the way up. Palms together, center of the chest. Okay, there's one more repetition like this. So we start, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Step back to plank. You've got those 5 push-ups. I'm taking them on the knees. Feel free to do the same. Full range push-ups to your full range. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. What can you sustain for 5? And then child's pose and downward facing dog. This time we're starting everything on the left side, so step the left foot forward into your low lunge. Left arm up for twist. Lower it down, step back. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Right hand up, twist. Right hand down, step back. Walk your hands back to the feet, so it's that nice bend in the knees. Hands to the waist, stand up. Arms overhead. Now left foot forward first. That big high lunge, giant step up. Here's where it gets a little different. Step forward to chair pose. Keep the right foot where it is. Step the left foot back. High lunge. Step both feet forward, chair pose. And stand all the way high. Palms together, center of the chest. Here, close the eyes if that feels okay. Or take a nice steady gaze out in front. Go back to slowing down the breath and inhale for about a count of 4 and exhale for about the same count. Okay, that's our big strength and stamina portion for class. Nice job. We're changing to some more balance, control work here. Right foot onto the left leg for tree pose. The leg can start and stay low along the ankle, the calf, or pick it up a little higher to the thigh. Hands in front of the chest, or stretch the arms overhead. So pick the height of the leg, pick the placement of the arms that best suit you right now. Lower the arms, lower the leg. Tree pose on the second side, left foot goes to the right leg. Good concentration on the bottom standing leg there. Lift up on the kneecap, firm in the thigh. Steady tree trunk of a leg, and then lift the arms, or keep them in front of the chest. Okay, very good. Lower the hands, lower the leg. Give everything a little bit of a shake out. And then take a wide stance on the long edge of your mat. Face either direction. Point the toes straight ahead, heels straight back. I like to start this with a little bend in the knees just to make it easier to take hands to the ground. And then once you have your hands on the ground, bring them back in line with the feet. Send the head towards the ground. And then try to go for straighter legs. And I always say straighter. They don't have to go all the way straight, though they could. And lean your weight forward, more into the toes, less in the heels here. So just a nice steady stretch now. Through the back of the leg is what we're looking for. And I'm hoping you mostly feel that stretch right in the center back of the thigh. If you feel it a whole lot right behind the knees or way up in the seat in your butt, then bend the knees a little bit and see if we can't bring that stretch more into the center back of the leg. And I want you to be here for a couple of more breaths. And then same thing going out of the pose. Rebend the knees a lot more, look more forward. Walk the hands to the thighs and then come all the way up. We're going to keep our feet wide like this and turn your right foot out. Extend the arms in either direction. Triangle pose. So it's a straight leg pose. Reach as far as you can to the right, hinge from the hip, and then lower the right hand. I like to lower the hand to the shin, but it could also go all the way to the ground if it happens to be there with straight legs. And lift the left arm up to the sky. There should be a feeling of openness across the belly here. That left hip pointing a bit up towards the sky, shoulders open. And you can do the whole thing, but look to the side or down if you don't like looking up. And then do come all the way back upright. And turn the toes so that we go in the second direction here for triangle pose. Remember, there's no need to reach all the way to the ground here. We want to hinge from the hips, reach as far as we can out first, and then just drop the left arm to find your shin or the ground, and right arm up to the sky. Because we're focusing a lot on that strength and tone this month, you should really feel that squeeze in of the inner thighs, tone in the abdomen that it takes to stay in this pose. And then come all the way back up. Turn the toes parallel to one another, and then just an easy heel toe of the feet in. Shake it out. Walk back to the front of the mat. We'll reset here. Extend the arms down by the side. Mountain pose. Think 4 count breath in, 4 count breath out. Most important muscle to strengthen and tone is the diaphragm there, helping to give more ease and life to the breath. Okay, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down, touch the fingers to the earth. Change to downward facing dog. And now from down dog, lift the right leg up into the air, 3-legged dog. And step it all the way through in between the hands. We're getting used to that big giant step for the lunge. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down, open up, arms in either direction. Let the chest, the hips face the side length of your mat, but look over the front fingertips. And then reverse warrior, lift the right arm up, lean back a little bit. Try to keep as much bend in the right knee and broadening of the knee out towards the pinky toe side of the foot. And then we're cartwheeling all the way back down to that low lunge. Take the right hand up into the sky for the twist. Set the right hand down and step it all the way back again, down dog. This gets us into the second side, left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. And then step it all the way forward and through to your low lunge. Warrior 2 on the second side, so spin the back heel down. Rotate the torso upright, arms stretch out in either direction, and look towards the front hand. This is a good time to kind of gaze down, make sure the front knee is moving over the middle of the foot. Try to keep all of that But change to your reverse or sun warrior. So left arm in the air, right hand down. And then cartwheel around the front foot. Left hand lifts for the twist. And take it back, downward facing dog, step back. Pedal out the feet here. There is a little bit more repetition that's gonna come in now. So come forward to plank and then lie down flat onto the belly. These are our belly down back bends. I'm gonna go in 3 different ways and we'll repeat them a couple of times through. Reach the hands back, palms up to the sky. Inhale and lift everything that you can up. On the exhale, lower it down. And then we do that exact same thing 3 more times. Lift up and lower it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Same actions, but with the arms straight out in front now. So more superhero here. 4 times, 4 breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Squeeze and lift through the thighs and the glutes. Exhale, lower. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And lower. Last inhale, lift. And lower. Okay, brains have to think a little extra here. That mind-body connection. Topsy-turvy. We're going to lift the left arm and the right leg up and lower it down. Lift the right arm and the left leg up. Lower it down. 1 more each side now. Lift left arm, right leg up and lower it down. And second side up. Lower it down. Push back to child's pose, should feel nice. Allow the belly to round a little bit here. Relax the mid to low back in that different shape, opposing shape. And then change to lie all the way down onto your back. You can face either direction. But we're gonna lie all the way down. Soles of the feet to the mat. Make the knees point up towards the sky. Reach your hands to brush close to or right against the heels. And this is our moving or bridge pose repetition. So lift, butt up, thighs up on an inhale breath. Lift to bridge pose. Exhale, slow, lower it all the way down. Really using that count of 4 for the breath. Inhale, lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going like that. Lift and lower. 2 more full repetitions here. Lift and lower. Each time you lift, push down through feet, shoulders, head. Nice squeeze in the glutes. And exhale, take it all the way back down. Hug both knees into the chest, and you can hold kind of easy around the shins, maybe rock a little bit from side to side as feels good. Let's take a nice, easy supine twist here. I'm going to take my hands to a goalpost shape, or you can stretch the arms out to a T shape. And then just drop both knees over towards the right side in a supine twist. I'm going to try to keep this one good and simple today. Just legs stacked, nothing extra. Give yourself several rounds of breath here. We've done what I think are all of the harder pieces of class, all the bigger asks. Letting the body, mind come back towards a state of release, thinking more towards softening and relaxation here. And then slowly lift the legs and let them fall towards the second side. I like to frame my yoga classes like a lot of other movement practices, with a warm up in the beginning and then what I think of as the workout. All of the big standing work that we've done, all of the repetition and strengthening aspects, balance work as well. And then here, a nice extended stretch and cool down. So bring the knees back into the center. Take your time to roll up to a seated position. Once you're in the seated position, stretch your legs straight out in front and flex the feet. Point the toes straight up to the sky. And here, rather than sitting back because of tighter hamstrings or low back, just bend the knees if that's happening until you can sit more upright, right on top of the sit bones. And from however straight your legs are in that occasion, then fold forward. Try to reach for your feet. And you can hold on either to your feet or just let the arms drape on each side of the mat. And I always say the upper body here in the seated forward folds, we want to make more of like a rainbow shape. So it's this constant, easy curve. No sharp lines, no extra humps, just a nice, steady curve. Stay here in the seated forward fold. Maybe finding comfort in that count of the breath. Okay, and then bring the torso back upright. And step the right foot in and over the left leg. Same idea of wanting to be lifted straight up rather than rocked back. So do what you can to sit really tall onto the sits bones. And then twist. take the left hand around the front of the left shin and look over towards the right side. So it's kind of belly moving into the lifted leg. On an inhale, breath, untwist, and then we'll simply change legs. Left foot comes in and over. Try to put the foot flat on the ground, pretty even on the sit bones. And twist and look over the left side this time. It can take a few adjustments, kind of finding your way. That's it. Okay, and then we come back to our center. So now we're going to take the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. A lot of folks say butterfly shape here. And let the legs stop flapping and try to fold over. Let the arms relax. And again, it's that gentle rainbow curve of the spine, trying not to just drop head and neck. We keep the head as lifted as the shoulders. Let the body quiet, let the mind be quiet. Give it 1 or 2 more breaths like this. And then pull yourself back upright. Hold on to the outside of the knees. Draw in. Okay, we're going to switch down to lie down on our back again. A lot of times we can get a lot more access into the legs and into the stretch and length of the hamstrings when we're on our back. Take all of the extra work of the spine out of the equation. So that's why we're down here. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and point the knee out to the side. So we're in a figure 4 shape. And then use the left leg to enhance this pose. Pull the left knee more towards the chest, left foot off of the ground. Thread the arms through to hold behind the left thigh. And if that doesn't feel reachable, just leave the arms down by your sides, whichever one sort of best benefits you. This is a stretch I really like and could stay in for a while, but when I take that extra time in the pose, I release the hands just out to the side and still find plenty of benefit. Just a little more time here. Maybe rock the legs and spine a little bit side to side. See how that changes where the stretch goes for you and the attention of the pose. And then we just return back, soles of the feet to the mat. In between sides, let the knees fall together. Keep the feet apart. I like to take hands over the belly to even release low back a little bit more in between. And then the second side, cross the left ankle over the right knee, point the left knee out, and pull the right leg in to enhance a little more stretch. Again, maybe stopping there or taking the hands to interlace under the thigh. And if the hands are holding the thigh but are ready to release, knowing you're there for more time, feel free to just relax the arms back out to the side. And then take the soles of the feet back down to the mat. Again, feet wide, but make the knees fall in towards each other. Hands over the lower torso here. Going back to that repetition of inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for the same count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more like that. And exhale. Okay, knees open back up. Now right leg straight up towards the sky. Hold behind your thigh or behind the calf. And the sole of the left foot can stay flat on the mat. That's usually more access, a little more ease. If you're looking to create some length and opening in the left hip flexor, a little more stretch at the same time, the left leg can go flat along the ground. So whichever of those options works. Do try to keep the lifted leg relatively straight. Always a little bend and bounce behind the knee, but it should look pretty straight on the outside. And then we walk it back, soles of the feet to the mat, and left leg straight up. Hold behind your thigh or behind the calf. Notice that we're skipping the knee, so don't hold behind the knee. That can be a little overtaxing on the joint. And again, sole the right foot on the mat, or a little more challenge, right leg straight along the ground. These supine leg stretches are some of my favorite. I try to make sure I spend at least 5 minutes lying on the back, stretching the legs and hips every day. All right, let the legs go. And then I call this one good morning stretch. It's just stretch as tall as you can go from the fingertips down to the toes. Stretch, stretch out. Final little movements here. Walk both legs slightly over towards the right side. I like to even cross the left ankle over the right leg. And I'm trying to make like a banana shape, a slight banana shape through the whole body. So the arms also kind of reach over towards the right. And it should give us a bit of an enhanced stretch all the way down the left side of the body. I tend to especially feel this in the left outer hip and a little higher. Okay, and then we'll do that banana shape to the second side. So it's just kind of slowly angling over. Right ankle crosses over the left leg. Both arms lean a little more towards the left. Using the lengthened inhale, lengthened exhale to help us get the full benefit here. Hopefully feels good, but also I think just this little banana shape is deceptively difficult. A lot really goes into it all. Okay, bring it back into the center. Give yourself a final hug. Knees into the chest, maybe even lift head and shoulders up for a moment. Deep gratitude for this time to be in our bodies, to move our bodies. And from that gratitude, relax completely out. Stretch the arms and legs out. If you're comfortable doing so, even close the eyes. And if for any reason lying back doesn't feel great for you, physically, mentally, then change your position. You can be on your side or in a seated position. A lot of times I take this little moment at the end of a practice to sit with my back propped against a wall just to feel that extra bit of support. Whatever works. Gift yourself, allow yourself 5 more long breaths in that full release and relaxation. And from there, start to regain a little bit of movement in the fingers and the toes. That reconnection of breath and body together. Come all the way back to a seated position if not already. And then from the seat, bring the palms together and just bow in again, the sense of gratitude to yourself, each other for this time of practice. Namaste. Thank you.